Hi, I am Subhashini from Department of Business Administration. I am going to explain you about the concept of international business, difference of international business and domestic business, their problems and nature of international business. Before explaining the concept of international business, let me tell you the importance in studying the international business. Students need to develop a global perspective in order to be a successful in business. And understanding helps you decide what government policies to support, and it will introduce you to a range of skills that employers are looking for. Most companies are international, their mode of operation different from those of domestic business. It will tell you the best way of conducting business because the way of conducting business will differ from country to country, and it will help you to make a better decision for your career. Next, in this slide, we are going to discuss about these things. I have already explained you. Let me move to the next slide. International business. In single line, if you want to tell what do you mean by international business means management or business operation for an organization that conducts business in more than one country. That means conducting the business more than one country is called as an international business. This international business requires knowledge and skills beyond the normal business expertise and such as a familiarity with the business regulation on the nation which the organization operates, understanding of local customs and law, and the capability to conduct the transaction that may involve multiple currencies. Because if you are going to do the international business, we must aware of the countries which are used in that particular country. Yeah, some country may use rupees, some country may use the dollars, some country may use yen. We are using in India, we are using rupees. In Singapore, they are using dollars. Like that, if you are going to do a business in Singapore, we have to know about the dollar rate when compared to the rupees. According to the Gross and Kojua, international business is defined as a transaction device and carried out across international borders to satisfy corporations and individuals. Next, these are the top most successful international business. That is Apple. Apple, a company that produces consumer electronics such as computers, tablets, mobile phones. Apple sells products around the world, but the headquarters, all the product development are located within the US. Though they are selling the product all over the world, but their headquarters remain in the US. Next, Google is another example. Google is a company that provides numerous services for consumers and business. It is most often recognized as a search engine. It incorporates a number of online technologies such as a Gmail, which is a free email service provider, and Google Chrome, which it is a browser. In a Google, they are providing so many services. We are having a G Drive, Google Docs, we are having a Google Docs with the help. Now we are able to conduct the online classes with the help of the Google. If you have a one Gmail account, you can create online classes on a Google Classrooms. You can create a Google Forms using the Docs. So it is providing very wonderful services. Next one is Amazon is an online retail company that sells products such as e-books, electronics, Kindles, readers and tablets. Amazon is unlike any other retail sites. It differs from its competitors in that customers have numerous options when shopping on the Amazon website. When compared to other competitors, they are providing a normal services to their customers. For example, Amazon offers a features that other booksellers do not. The Amazon Prime program offers numerous perks such as allowing members to rent e-books for a shorter period. IBM is another one example. IBM and Coca-Cola. IBM more recent success is due to its ability to adjust and adapt during changes in computer and technology industries, so it is able to sustain in the market. Coca-Cola has a unique marketing strategy, so still it's sustained in the market. Next, we are going to discuss about the nature of international business. And compared to the nature of international business, it has some basic characteristics. In information, regarding the information should be accurate. It not only should be accurate, it should be timely. If you want the information at 6 6 p.m., it should be exactly sent to the customer at the 6 p.m. If customer has any inquiry, otherwise if the company has to respond to that inquiry to the particular customer, they have to stick on their time. If they do not follow the time, the customer will not satisfy, they will switch over to the other thing. Not only for the customer we have to stick on the time, for the other dealers, for the suppliers, those who are having, for all the stakeholders, or even for the employees, those who are working in that particular concern, employers all must follow the time. At the same time, the information should be precise, it should not have any ambiguity. If information is not in a precise, they will not understand in a exact meaning as a person, as a sender person. Then the size of the international business should be large. Other thing is the market segmentation in international business is based on the geographic segmentation. International marketers have more potential than the domestic marketers. Let me summarize the nature of international business. The main thing is the information should be accurate and timely. The size of the business should be large, and the segmentation should be based on the geographical segmentation. International market has more potential than the domestic market. Definitely, it's obviously when compared to the domestic product, the international products, the international business will have the more power, more potential. In this slide, we are going to discuss about the difference between the international business and the domestic business. Based on the geography, the domestic business, definitely it has happened within one country. When international business, it can, as we have told in the concept itself, international business means doing business in more than one country. So the geographical area definitely will be more than one country. Regarding the quality of product or service, if it is an international brand, definitely it has to follow the higher standard, because it has to satisfy the needs of the people all over the world. So you can't have the low quality or lower level of standards. Domestic product, the standards may be lower. It doesn't seem that always the quality will be lesser. When compared to the international business, it is not necessary to follow a higher standard, because they are going to satisfy their local needs. Based on their needs, they can give their quality. Currency mostly depends on their local currency for transaction in domestic business. When coming to international business, it depends on their foreign currency for their transaction. Doing research for their local business is easier, but doing business for the research for the international business is not a easy task. It is difficult. At the same time, it is very expensive and it consumes more time to do the research. It's not, we can't say it is not at all possible to do the research for the international business, but it is quite time consuming and expensive. Next, investment. In domestic business, the capital investment is not as high as compared to the international business. But if you're going to do the international business, definitely the capital investment will be extremely high when compared to the domestic business. Last factors is the production factor. There is a free and easy movement of the factors of production. But in international business, since they have to follow all the rules and regulation, the movement of the production factors is limited. Next, we are going to discuss about the advantages of the international business. First one is, a country can consume those goods which it cannot be produced. For example, commodity produced in India can be found in England and vice versa. This helps England to enjoy those goods which he cannot produce in his country. That is, which England cannot produce in this country. That is possible with the help of the international business. Next, the productive resources of the world are utilized to the best advantages of the country. Example, every country expects highest return from its resources, and these lead to fall in price and better goods consumption. So only we are saying the productive resources of the world are utilized to the best advantages of the country. Next, heavy price fluctuations are controlled with the help of the international business. How? If the price of any commodity goes up, the goods can be imported from abroad and its price can be brought down. Next, shortages in time of famine and scarcity can be met from imports from other countries. Definitely, surplus produce can be sent out to needy countries. For example, during this COVID period, COVID 19, China is producing the kits, testing kits. They are having in a surplus. They will try to send to the other countries. We are not speaking about the quality of the product. Here we are speaking about how, if you are going for the international business, whether it's able to meet out the shortages in times of famine and scarcity. If some country is having any product in abundant manner, in a surplus manner, they can send the product to the countries those who are facing the shortage of the particular product. Food scarcity in India and Europe is often met by surplus food grains from the US. In this COVID period, US has asked India to send their medicines. Since we are having a surplus, we have sent that medicines to the US country. Next, countries economically backward but rich in resources may develop their industries with the help of the international business. And finally, if you are going for the international business, it will promote their peace and friendship. Next, we are going to discuss about the problems in international business. There are the we have listed some of the basic problems in the international business. While doing the international business, we have highlighted the political factors. That is, a political risk may be caused by actions of legitimate governments such as control on price, output activities, and currencies. These are the some of the political factors which may influence the international business. Next, high foreign investment and high cost, exchange instability, entry requirements. There are they may have, if you're going to do the business in the international level, there are some sort of the entry requirements which we have to meet out. It is not easy for all the business person to meet out. So it will be some sort of a difficulty. At the same time, exchange rate will not be always stable. It may vary. There will be a fluctuation. We have to monitor it continuously. Next, tariff and quota permits the import of certain quantity of a commodity duty free or at a lower duty rate, while quantities exceeding the quota are subject to a higher quality rate. Corruption and bureaucracy. Most countries have law against bribery of their own official. Next, technology policy. Progress in technology helps country to develop the economic and strengthen their trading position in the competitive global market. With the development of technology, high-tech products will become the major players in their international trades. These are the problems faced while you are going for the international business. Not only we are restricted to these 7 points. These are the major problems international business. There are the some other problems like cultural difference. If we are going to the international business, there are cultural difference. We have to study about the culture of their people, because some products may be accepted in one place and some product may not be, the same product may not be accepted in other places. So we have to study the culture of that particular place where we are going to do the business. Regarding the technological policy also, in some country WhatsApp is accepted, in some other country WhatsApp is not accepted. So there are so many factors, we have to overcome these factors. Though there are the plus as well as the negative side, still there are most positive sides in going for the international business. Thank you.